Yaddly hooly, yaggy yazzle, yaddly doodly, hooly hally hoo hey. Hi. So, I just wanted I know it doesn't look like a quick one, but I just wanted a quick update in what's going on, what the fuck. And first card out was the Empress. So I was like, okay, tell me about this Empress. I got the Sun, the Four of Swords, then the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Four of Wands came out crossing, right? Sideways, like this, instead of like this. And so I was like, cool. But they were face down, right? And I felt like these two needed to be upright. That needed to stay crossing. Then I got the World and the Ace of Wands. Clarifying the Sun, I got the Lovers. I asked, why is this Empress feeling so joyous? Why does she feel so, what has her feeling so full of? And I literally, as I was about to say, feeling so full of love, we get the Lovers. I said, okay, cool. So she's resting, right? What is next? What's coming next for her? Death, rebirth, right? Okay, cool. So tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. What is this this beginning, this new beginning financially that she is coming into? Well, now that she's resting, what's the next move? And I got the Seven of Cups with the Four of Pentacles, and I understood here that this was, a lot of options, but to hold back. So being discerning about where to put your energies. And I asked, so why is she feeling like this in this energy? And I got the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, because in the past she's been let down, Five of Pentacles, and she's had people try and play mind games with her, and she's also been stuck in her own mind about these new beginnings, about where to put the energy from these new beginnings or within these new beginnings. And then to clarify the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, I then got the Five of Cups, Two of Cups. And I understood from here that she understood that there's no point in crying over spilled milk, because the longer that you stay here, the longer it will take to get to here, right? The longer that you stay in this energy of feeling down because you've been let down, because people have tried to fuck with you, the longer it will take for you to get to this energy of this Two of Cups, right? This Lover's energy. It's kind of the same energy. And then out came the strength. So this is what she needed. She needed to get to a place of feeling strong within herself and understanding that where there is pain, there is also gain, right? Where she's felt pain, once she has this strength to know where, because look at how he's looking like he's trying to decide, right? He's trying to make a decision. Where there is pain, there will be gain. Once she has the strength to see where she needs to put her energies, she will get this pentacle. So then clarifying the Moon, I got this. I said, what's hidden? Because when you look at this Moon card, you see the little mermaid. She's looking at the moon through the haze of the water, right? So I said, okay, so what is she looking at? What is it that is being hidden but is not hidden? I even thought of the full moon, the new moon, 333. I even thought of the new moon, which is it's hidden but not quite hidden, right? You can't see it, but it's there. So I said, what's hidden but not hidden? And the Page of Cups came out. So this is either new love, right? This is, instantly I thought, this is new love, right? This is someone coming in with an offer, something that she has never seen before. This is the Magician in the reverse. I heard this is unlike anything she's ever seen before, right? She would have manifested someone who looks a certain way, or who dresses a certain way, or who lives a certain lifestyle. Whereas this Page of Cups is someone unlike anything she's ever seen before, right? And it's being hidden from her because I feel as though she maybe not at some point, when we look over here, at some point, obviously the pain that she's been through, she wasn't ready. She wasn't ready to receive this love, right? To receive this new love. But as soon as she found this strength within herself, right? She's now been able to come into balance with herself, with God, with her highest self, right? If you look at the stair, with her highest self, to be able to realize that this person who she might not see as her quote unquote equal, or as somebody that she would regularly date, or her type, is exactly her counterpart, right? That is her literal counterpart. So then we come over here to this Four of Wands. So then I'm like, okay, cool. So we've got the Emperor here for the Empress. So this is, and we've got the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So this is obviously this is something that will be joyous, or is joyous at this moment after a period of some bullshit. So what the fuck's going on over here? Why is this Four of Wands? Why did the Four of Wands want to stay in crossing, right? Why is this Four of Wands crossing? And I ask, is this about family? Boom, what comes out? Ten of Pentacles. Yes, it's about family. So I'm like, okay, why is her family hating as hoes, basically? Why are they hating as hoes? Why? Because Ten of Wands, Four of Cups. She's no longer interested in carrying all their burdens. She's no longer interested in being their fucking oxen that they put all of their shit on top of, whilst they carry the bare minimum. They're over here carrying the bare minimum, and she's doing all the hard work. And look at how far these people are. Well, these people, I say this woman and this ox have come. Look how far they've come. And all along this time, this ox has been carrying all of that weight, right? All of that weight. She said she's no longer interested in that. She's bored. She's looking at this like, that's boring. That's boring, okay? And it's tiring. I'm not interested. Bearing in mind over here, she's resting, right? She's resting because of this rebirth that's coming in, right? Something has to end for things to be reborn. Come back over here. And then out came the Seven of Wands. Boundaries. She's put up boundaries. That's why this Four of Wands is crossing. Not because this is not going to work, but because the people closest to her, who she would hope would have her back, would have her best interests in mind, in heart, right? The ones who would celebrate this Two of Cups lovers with this Emperor are over here hating, simply because she's decided to do things differently. Lame. So then I went on to ask, why is the world, sorry about this, by the way, because obviously I'm looking through the screen to try and figure out where the fuck to put my finger. But anyways, so I asked, what is this world? What is this ending that's coming through? Almost instantly, the Three of Swords came out. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's good. We're putting an ending to this. To heartbreak, right? Because this would be heartbreaking. That these people are not wanting to celebrate you, whether or not it's to do with a relationship, even if it was to do with a new job, right? Or pursuing a passion, right? You would hope that these people, your family, at the very least, will be happy for you. That's got to be heartbreaking. Plus this, whatever else she's been let down by whoever's been playing mind games, her own self playing mind games, right? So getting rid of that. Look at her. Look at how she's yelling. That's like a cry of release. It's pain, of course. It's a cry of pain, but it's also a cry of release, right? So, okay, so what's next? After this heartbreak with the world ends the heartache. But then it also allows new beginnings to come in. Just as the death allows for rebirth, the world allows for new beginnings, because immediately after the world, we'll go over that in a minute anyways. So I said, okay, so what's being ushered in? And I got the Seven of Swords, and I was like, what is this? Is this still these people trying to be sneaky, trying to come in and fuck with her? And maybe, she's thinking that the heartbreak's over, but in actuality, someone's trying to bring her back in. No, this is her own self needing to be, quote unquote, sneaky, or rather needing to be conniving, but not conniving in the how it's been portrayed negatively. Conniving in its definition is someone who has got who logically they've got their shit together, like they've looked at all of the angles and they've decided, okay, this is the best way for me to go, this is where my best foot forward will actually take me somewhere, right? So yeah, and how I came to that was because after the Seven of Swords, obviously I wanted to clarify the Seven of Swords. I got the Knight of Wands with the wheel, right? This is the pursuit, as you can see. Look how elated she is. This is the pursuit of your passions, right? And this is literally, it's like the time has come for her to pursue her passions, right? But she's got to do this sneakily. She's got to do this sneakily because you know that these people, if they were hating just because you put up boundaries, can you imagine you put up boundaries and now you're happy? Did you hear that? Beep, beep, beep. Tell them again. Then justice came out crossing, right? For me, justice crossing, look at this. For me, justice crossing is this way. It's like she's looking down at the mirror. This way, the mirror's looking up at her. But this way, you can see it's literally a mirror. They're looking at each other, saying, okay, there is balance with the scales, but there is also balance with the truth, with this sort of truth here, right? With it crossing here, and then the three of wands coming in, it's like, wait for your time. It's okay, your time has arrived. People may have tried to stand in the way, but you need to be discerning. Just as you need to be discerning here about where to put your energy, here you need to be discerning about who and where and why you're going to open your mouth, right? This is going the wrong way. I need to go to my left. Excuse me. This is waiting for your ships to sail in, right? This is waiting for, because she's standing there, she's waiting for that big wave to come in so that she can go off and surf. So that's what this justice here is saying to you. It's not saying that, okay, you're not balanced, therefore things aren't going to work out 11/22. It's saying through you allowing these things to sail in or to come in at their time rather than trying to rush in, you're going to be able to enjoy this a lot better. And you just need to keep your fucking mouth shut. You just need to keep your mouth shut, especially when it comes to these people, because these people don't want what's good for you, right? You got all of this goodness coming in, you've got this love coming in. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. And then we have the Ace of Wands, and I said, okay, so after this what's being ushered in, what is this passion now? What is this passion that she's pursuing? How can she pursue this passion? What's going to happen once she does start pursuing this passion? And I got the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles with the 3 of Pentacles. And I'm like, okay, this is someone who's been through the fire, right? Even when you look at this lady, the 9 of Wands, when you see it traditionally, they call it the wounded warrior, right? He's been to war, and he's tired. He's fucking exhausted. But he's like, okay, if I need to go, I'm gonna go again. 12:34. If I need to go, I'm gonna go again. She's been through fire, but she is determined to keep fighting, to keep going. She knows that. Where is it? She knows that someone could come along and add an extra one to her collection, and then she feels overburdened. Or she could see it as a catalyst and a way to have this new beginning, right? Because when I always say, and you can see where she doesn't, as much as if this is a burdened card, she looks like she's going somewhere to go and start anew. She's taken all her 10 wands, right? And whatever other bullshit that she's got on this ox's back, and she's going wherever the fuck she's going to start anew. And I feel like that's what I always say the 10 of wands is for me. It's the new foundation card, right? Yes, it's been burdens, but burdens, it's crazy because in the moment you don't see it as a burden. It's not until afterwards when you kind of, and a reader I was watching, she called it retrospective shit reckoning. She didn't call it that, but and it's basically like when you look at things in the moment you didn't notice something, but then after the fact you then deeped. And it's not because in the moment you were stupid, it's because in the moment you were either enjoying what was going on, but you didn't realize that it was bad for you until after the fact, right? That's all besides the point anyways. So it's like she's been there before. She's been through the shit. Now she's able to take these lessons renewed, right? Take that blame from there, right? Just come this way. And is able to now look at things and how they can grow, how she can grow things anew, starting from fresh, and how she can work to get to her Nine of Pentacles, where she feels like it's been worth it. 9-9 as well. And the Star, it was actually in the upright. So to pursue her dream, basically, that's what comes next. That's what this new passionate beginning is going to be about. It's going to be about taking all those lessons. It's going to be about taking the pentacles that she's lost out on, the pentacles that she held on for too long, the pentacles that she was offered, right? The pentacles that she then had to balance out and bring it over here and rework whatever's happened in the past, rework it, take those lessons, rework it, so that she can get to this place of, I feel delighted with myself because I took the opportunities that were presented to me and I went into them wholeheartedly. And this guy even was hiding. This is funny, but that was one of the things as well that I was saying with the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, about how she's been let down before, right? In her own mind, in her own mind, by herself and also by others. And it's left her at a certain point in this energy, right? And it's like people, and her own demons, if you will, wanted to keep her stuck in that energy until she said, you know what, like, there's no point in crying over spilt milk. There's no point. I got to stay strong and be strong for me. How can I expect love to come in if I can't appreciate the fact that there is love? If I'm just going to sit here and cry because I've been hurt and not appreciate the fact that there are many types of love, even if there's a certain type of love that I didn't receive or that was shown to me or given to me not how I would have liked it, then how can I look at any other type of love and wish for it to be fulfilling, right? She had to find the strength within herself to look to see these things. So, about this little pile over here. So this is interesting. It started with the King of Cups in reverse, and he had actually come out when I was clarifying the Four of Wands crossing, and the King of Cups in reverse came out. And I was like, okay, so this could have something to do with this. So for some, this was about your family, right? This Ten of Pentacles, Four of Wands crossing was about your family. For some others, with this King of Cups in reverse coming out on this Four of Wands crossing, this is to do with an actual person who wasn't ready. We'll just keep it a $1.92. He wasn't ready. Okay, this King of Cups in reverse was not ready for this family at all. Okay. And it's funny because as I was asking to clarify the King of Cups in reverse, I had actually said, oh, can you clarify this King of Pentacles? And I was like to myself, oh, okay, so this might be about King of Pentacles, whatever. And then it actually came out. So anyways, clarifying the King of Cups in reverse first. We have the Hanged Man with the Ace of Cups. And I'm like, okay. So this is somebody who, because I was like, what has him aggy? What has him moving different? What has him moving like not emotional at all, right? What has him moving stoic, if you will, or more logical than emotional, hard-hearted, right? And we have the Hanged Man, and then that's what I said, what has him upside down. What's got him upside down? The Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups, okay? So potentially, I feel as though this is either somebody who generally is someone who's not very emotional and not very emotionally mature at that, right? But something to do with you could have come and changed this person's mind about family, right? This person could have been someone who said, I don't want a family, right? I don't want marriage. I don't want all of that. You know what I mean? I'm good being, King of Cups in reverse. I'm good with, not having emotions, not being emotional until something came along, and now has him looking at love in a whole different way. Okay. And so I was like, okay, so tell me about this. Okay, let's see if I can remember how this came out. Yeah. So tell me about this Ace of Cups. Yeah, because I was asking about what is it that's changed, what's this perspective. And I said, the Page of Pentacles came out in reverse. I'm like, okay, so this person has not learned anything. But then I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense for what's actually coming out here. Tell me more. Queen of Wands came out. I'm like, okay, tell me more about this. The Ten of Swords came out. Oh, okay. So it's not that he hasn't learned anything. It's that he'd feel like there's nothing to be learned because he was hurt by someone who is very fiery, someone who's very passionate. At the time, could have been very passionate. Someone who, for who he is as a King of Cups in the reverse, someone who's not very emotional, would have been a very good match for him, right? Because Queen of Wands not very emotional. She's very passionate. She might be emotional in the sense of the way that she shows her emotions, but she's not emotional in the sense of like a Queen of or King of Cups, someone who cries 2112, someone who cries, because they saw a soppy video online, for example, whatever. But he was betrayed by this person. Also, with this betrayal, a lot of things came to light. You see all this light. There's all these crows are flying away. So those are those 10 swords that once upon a time would have hurt this person. But there's all this light that has come from this, and she's walking into it, towards it, rather than staying here in one place and being in the dark and being desolate and being, feeling deprived and whatever else. She's moving into the light. She's saying, okay, I have been hurt before. And this is what this King of Cups is saying. I have been hurt before, right? With the Six of Cups, I have been hurt before. And this is also a reminiscing card. But looking at the past, right? He's looking at the past and not just remembering. He's remembering the good times as well as the bad times, and understanding that he's got to look at things differently for this love, not just love from someone else, like with the Empress, with the Two of Cups, but his own self-love to come through. He's got to look at love in a different way. Kind of similar to what I was saying over here, with letting your ships roll in, is that you as the Empress or the Empress person had to, 2233, had to look at things differently to appreciate all of this that's coming in the same way that he's having to. Whether it's coming in for him, we don't know. So anyways, I said, okay, cool. So he's obviously reminiscing as well. Tell me more. What's no, okay, this Page of Pentacles hadn't come out yet. Tell me more about this Six of Cups that's reminiscing. What has he learned? And that's when I thought, okay, nothing at all, right? And it's not that, again, for some, he hasn't learned anything at all, okay? He just wants to be in this, and that's when the King of Pentacles came out. He wants to be in this King of Pentacles energy. I'm all about my money. I got my dogs, man's best friend beside me, and my money. That's all I need. I don't need people, right? Like I said, he doesn't want this family. He's not ready for it. Whether he's ready, he might be ready in the future, who knows? For now, and in the past, he was not ready. He didn't want. It's not even that he wasn't ready. He didn't want it, right? For some, okay. They say, okay, fine. For some, he was actually forced into a family unit, 2345. He was actually like forced into it. By that I mean somebody got pregnant and decided that they were just going to keep the baby, regardless of whether he wanted to be a father or not, which is actually very traumatizing. Like I said, like this Three of Cups, when this Three of Swords came out, I'm not saying it's very painful. That's some painful shit. You know what I mean? And that could even be what this Queen of Wands did. It's a betrayal for him because this is not what we agreed on. You know what I mean? We were supposed to just have fun. It was just supposed to be fun. Now that you've gone and done this and I'm not ready for it, but you're forcing me into it, that's a betrayal. Because you're not appreciating the fact that I am also a human being. I also have feelings. I also have thoughts. I also have ideas or plans for where I want my life to go. Okay? And you've just forced me into something. I'm going to keep up my part of the deal, if you will. I contributed 50-50, whatever. However, I will be there for my child. I am not going to be there for you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be there for you. And it's kind of like propelled him into this energy of, I'm the king I'm the king of pentacles. I am literally running towards my money. When I say, look at this, look at the 3 cards that come out. That's all that he's interested in. You know what I mean? He's running towards his money. He's looking towards his money. He's made the decision to look towards his money. Do you know what I mean? To go towards his money. That's all he's interested in. That's all that he wants. Oh yeah, that was it. King of Pentacles and the 8. That's all he's interested in. And if you look at this, because these two actually came out together, if you look at them side by side, he could be looking at this single pentacle just as he could be looking at this lady over here that's doing all this working. She could be looking at this candle just like she could be looking at him and all this pentacle as well. 2 peas in the pod. But this is one person saying that I'm just concentrating on my money and my work. That's it. What am I running towards? My money. What am I waiting for? My money. You know what I mean? Again, what am I moving forward for? My money. Mainly because he's got a small person to support. Potentially, he might feel as though, okay, he wants to move towards this Empress if he is this Emperor. I don't really feel like this King of Cups in reverse is this Emperor though. This could just be someone from the past. Okay, see how that tried to come with the fucking Chariot. Yeah, so this could be someone from the past who's trying to come back in, or it's just someone who's looking from afar. You know what I mean? Like how he's up there, he could be looking from afar. He's moving. Could be moving towards you, could be moving just in the general direction of his money, whatever. But anyways, on the bottom we have the Fool, and then on the top we have the High Priestess. So it's all about new beginnings, and it's all about following your intuition. Your intuition knows best. Your intuition knows best. This is also about mysteries. This is mysteries of the mind. This is mysteries of the soul. This is mysteries of the body. This is mysteries of the heart. Mysteries of people, the world. These are otherworldly mysteries. Things being revealed. Right? Just like with this, like I was saying with this 10 of Swords. It's not necessarily things being revealed, but she's coming into the light, right? The sun is coming into the light, things being revealed. The moon here is obviously things being hidden, but we have the sun here anyways. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I got for y'all. Empress. Fuck these people off, right? Fuck them off. Don't be rigid. Don't be rigid when it comes to this Emperor. He's going to be exactly what you need, right? He is your literal counterpart, Emperor, Empress, right? He could be completely, you know what I mean? Like, if you see them, he could be a different nationality to you. He could speak a different language. He could have a different religion, faith, not follow faith at all. Whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. It just could be completely different than what you're used to. Completely different to what you've manifested in the past, right? And also, okay, so I'm also hearing that your counterpart had to be hidden from you because you had to kiss frogs. Not because you had to kiss frogs, but because the frogs needed to be rehumanized. Y'all. Okay, exactly like that. Exactly like that. No editing. Yeah, they had to be rehumanized. And that is part of 2929 bringing down to 1111. That's part of your job role here, is and was to rehumanize as many souls as you could. Now, just because you've rehumanized them doesn't mean that they're going to act human or that they're going to act with sense. However, there's a chance that they could. You know, it's more about opening the channels and allowing the energy to be able to pass through than it is about, you know, I've come into your life and now everything's changed. Like, it's not about that. It's not about everything changing instantly and right now. It's about things changing as they do, like when they're supposed to, right? But something needs to be a catalyst to inspire that change. And again, the inspiration might not hit until 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 15, 25 years later. But the fact of the matter is, as long as you've done your job, and again, it might have hurt. It might have hurt. It did hurt. It did hurt. Yeah. But again, this needed to occur for this and this and this with the Hierophant and the High Priestess to happen. It needed to happen like that. Plus, you know, financial stability. We're talking about passion no longer being or feeling dredged or bogged down by other people's fucking problems. And this is not something, like, for some, everyone's timeline's different. However, this is something that's been long in the... Okay, I'm going to play the long game. Having to play the long game. The long game. The long game. When you've been carrying around 10 ones for a while, yeah, it feels like you've been playing the long game anyways. Do you get it? Especially like when you look at this, the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is like, listen, I've been doing this a long time. A long time. Right? A long time. But anyways, I hope that you found this informative, informational, evocative, innovational. Chatting shit. All right, love you guys. I hope that opened up somebody's eyes to why the whys were whying. All right, love you, peace.